Hi everyone. I just wanted to record a short video toward the end of our class and give you some dates and also some ideas about what has to happen before the end of the semester. Now, the first thing is that our official last day of class here at Northwest College is July 17th, which is next Wednesday. Now, that's fairly unrealistic because Fluids has so much content. So my final grades are due by the following Thursday, which is July 25th at 5 p.m. I'm going to ask the registrar for a slight extension on that. So what I would like to tell you is any work, if you get in all of your work by the end of the day on Friday, July 26th, I will make sure that you get a grade that is finished and complete before the end of the semester. Now, if you need longer than that, and several of you do, it is not a problem. The only thing is I will have to assign you a grade of an incomplete, so your transcript will have an I. Then you and I will need to email each other so that you can let me know when you will be finishing the course. So I can give you an incomplete with a new end date. Now, if you are not at Northwest College and you need this transcripted before the fall semester, it may take up to a week or two to get the grade, the incomplete, removed and on your transcript. So if you're signing up for courses in the fall at your home institution and you need to have this grade for Fluids in place before that, you need to plan to be finished a couple of weeks before the grade needs to be in place. But I'm willing to work with you. I have one student that I'm going to be working with through the fall semester, and if this grade is not a prerequisite for your fall classes, I have no problem with that. I can work with you on anything that you want, on any deadline that you want. Now, the other thing that I would like to tell you is we have the second quiz, which 4 of you have taken. When you need to take the quiz, if you haven't done it, please just let me know, and I'll open up the quiz for you so that you'll be able to do that. Our final exam is going to be very similar to the midterm. It has to be proctored, and if you're not able to get a proctor elsewhere, you and I can proctor via Zoom, and we can do that on your time schedule as well. But it'll be about 2 hours. The other piece of information I want to give you is on the midterm, it was really apparent that some of you had used an old exam to study from, and that will not be effective on the final because the final is going to be a completely new, the problem types are going to be different, and the problems themselves will be different. So I would advise you to not rely on studying from old exams. Some people lost a pretty significant amount of credit because there was one problem in particular that looked similar, but the geometry was extraordinarily different on this exam than on previous exams. And I don't want to make this a source of confusion for anybody. So just make sure that you are able to do this without following closely from an old exam. Now, the other thing is that at the bottom of our web page, right before the tab that says Material for Final Exam, I've put in an alternate submit homework. Now, some people had told me that they could not submit through the regular buttons, and I really don't know why, but I tried to fix it, and I think I have it fixed. But if you have any trouble, go ahead and submit here. I would prefer that you submit through the other buttons because otherwise I'll have to override your grade and it's just more messy. But if you have any homework that you can't submit through that chapter, please come down here and submit it through the alternate homework button. And the other thing is that your grade in Moodle will show you the grade based on the stuff that you've turned in. So if you don't have exercises, homeworks, or quizzes turned in, they won't be reflected in your grade. If you want to know exactly what your grade is at this moment, including the homework and the quizzes that have not been submitted, just let me know and I can send you an email with that information. So I just wanted to make sure to touch base with you to let you know that even though the 17th is the official last day of class, it's not official as far as grading goes. If you need your grade rolled out for the summer term without an incomplete, you'll need to complete everything by July 25th, which is a week, almost 2 weeks from today, but a week from this coming Friday, by 5 o'clock in the afternoon, because that's when the grades will roll over. So if you need to have an incomplete, I don't have a problem with that in any way, but just make sure that you plan for any courses that have fluids as a prerequisite in the fall. Please email me if you have any questions, and if you have any problems, work with me. We'll get everything figured out. We'll get you squared away. Thanks for everything. We'll talk to you soon.